News Politics. On Sunday, we are reaching you live from our studio in Abuja, the federal capital. I am Femi Akonde. Welcome to the program. Well, 20th of October is a date young Nigerians commemorate the anniversary of the NSAS protest that happened in the year 2020. The purpose of the protest was to pile pressure on the government to end police brutality allegedly perpetrated by the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. This was arguably the first time young Nigerians were united and spoke with one voice. But their zeal and determination was short-lived when the protest was hijacked and turned violent. The protest led to several deaths, looting, and destruction of both public and private infrastructure. Since then, the conversation around NSAS has not stopped. It even transcends beyond police brutality to the demand for good governance and accountability. As Nigerian youths commemorate the 4th anniversary of the NSAS protest today, some of the activists who led that mass action have called for the full implementation of the reports submitted by various judicial panels of inquiry set up after the protest. Well, joining me from Kaduna is Senator Shehu Sani. He's going to join me via Zoom. He's a prominent civil rights activist and was in the front line of protest against the brutal military dictatorship of General Sani Abacha. He's a former senator and politician. But I have here in the studio Comrade Musa Kwantongora of the ASO News. He's a member of the National Youth Council of Nigeria. And in the year 2020, he told me that he was the acting speaker of the Youth Assembly in Niger State. Welcome to the program, Musa.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Since 2020, 4 years on now after that NSAS protest, it appears as if the ghost of the NSAS is yet to rest. It's still haunting the nation since that time. What's the problem? Because there are lingering concerns that justice remains elusive.
Well, to me, it is a tragedy that will never be forgotten, especially for the youth of Nigeria. And for those that lost their life will always be remembered. But you see, protest is allowed. It's a process in which we come out, we show our grievances to government, tell them this is what we think is the solution in order to make an adjustment. But you see, it comes in the other side that it was hijacked, and then government have done the necessary things they need to be done. You see, it happens at the past government, but this government try its possible best by bringing in some of the pioneers of this NSAS to government. We have one of them as the Minister of Communication, which was the pioneer of NSAS, and a lot of them. This is an opportunity in which that Nigerians will understand that youth will never forget. Will never be forgotten in Nigeria. But what we need to do as youth is to unite ourselves, to separate the good ones from the bad. That's the most important thing that needs to be done.
Okay, there are several demands pushed forward by the NSAS protesters at that time. Why it appears as if that agitation has not ended is because a lot of these demands were not met. They say government is a continuum. We know it did not happen under this administration, but a lot of those demands still haven't been met.
A lot of those demands we pass into law. We have the National Assembly. There are a lot of things that the president cannot do himself. It has to pass strategy stages in the National Assembly, first reading, second reading, third reading, and then it will be confirmed by the National Assembly to be implemented into law. And there are a lot of activities that is being brought out to engage a lot of youths that are found into all the cyber crimes, and a lot of that is what caused the protest, because they said a lot of ignorant youths that are not involved into those atrocities are being brutalized by the police. So now the government has brought in a lot of skills in order to train those youths that have the intelligence of computer, that have the intelligence of software devices in order to let them benefit the country, not only let it be for the benefit of themselves in crime, but let it be benefit of the nation.
All right,
in general.
Okay, well, I understand we now have Senator Shehu Sani joining us from Kaduna State.